Perfect. I count up so much money lately. I count up so much that they hate me. Yeah, I make niggas mad cause they ain't me. Yeah, I've been in my bag going crazy. I count up so much money lately. I count up so much that they hate me. Yeah, I make niggas mad cause they ain't me. Yeah, I've been in my bag going crazy. Bitch, I'm not.
First don't fuck your bitch in the click you claim. West side when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus, Puffy tryna see me weak, hearts I rip. Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia some more.
I think a little higher. I think a little higher.
So we got back in another video. It's your boy PJ21. I just want to say welcome back to my channel, and also how you guys doing. And I just want to say if you're happy and sad, then my 10 minutes should bring you joy. And also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and post share to all social platforms. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell for future videos. And also get the PJ Game merchandise at teespring.com/PJ21 sign PJ Mildass Game. And if you think the price is a little too high, then I have a promo code too. Welcome 25, and you have to get 2 items for that code to activate. Okay. So for our next reaction, we have Lori Harvey spills how she's grown through dating, and Bumble presents Love to See It with Tiana Taylor. If y'all don't know who Tiana Taylor is, she's been like in movies. She's been like in It Comes to America too, where she was gonna she was one of the Zoom I don't know how you say it. Zimbabwe's Zimbabwe's rival country that like they were fighting against, and then like her father was played by Wesley Snipes, and like they were trying to have like a marriage like between his daughter and Eddie Murphy's like long lost son, and I would say she did her thing. Like she was bad selling them. Like they gave her good outfits, like that. But she's also married to Amon Shepherd. Yeah, I think that's how you say his name. And we also have Lori Harvey. Like for some of y'all that don't know her, she dated Michael B. Jordan before. I think they broke up, and she's also the daughter of Steve Harvey too. So and I think she also dated P Diddy. Like seriously. So all right. Rodriguez. Oh, okay. So I'm not about to like watch like the whole 21 minutes. Like so I just like skip through like 426, and then I just want to see like what like the main parts like of this interview and whatnot. All right, so let's check it out.
What's one thing you know now that you wish you knew sooner? I ain't doing this with you. Chill.
You know.
It wasn't even that funny. Like the fuck? I'm sorry, sis. Football shit. But it wasn't that funny. Like, just answer the damn question. Alright, get out. What's going on? Y'all good? Yeah.
I think I
little tipsy. Yeah.
even learned to become a better communicator in this relationship. Like, I think I actually learned that about myself. I actually was a horrible communicator. Didn't know.
You think? You didn't know? Because I was the original who taught you about your communication, okay?
Okay, well, I just didn't realize it was that bad. But I learned. So that's
your
something I've
communication?
actively been working on. I've been working on it though. I've gotten it significantly better.
Okay.
Significantly.
Can't wait to see.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah. Well,
Growth.
stay tuned.
It's that growth I was saying about.
I'm not gonna say that like, 'cause I already know that Tiana tells that, but I didn't know that Lori Harvey was asking like that because it's like you only see her like from the face up. So like me seeing her in an interview, like she's chill and she's comfortable and whatnot. Like she's bad, but like maybe like she lost like some weight like in the face a little bit because like she looks different like now. Like maybe I saw like an old like before picture because or maybe it's just me being me. I'm
You're right. Don't judge you based on. You're right.
This is
You're
now.
right. This is now. This is
now.
today.
Yeah.
Got you.
The thing is, I don't even think that it's anything that like I wish I knew then that I know now. I knew.
Right.
I probably knew then.
Sometimes it's okay just not have no regrets.
Like
Life is life.
I feel like that's the beautiful part of growth.
Yes.
You know, what I wanted at 21, I don't want at 25.
Right.
But at 21, I can't really speak to where she
It's outside. That's what I'm saying.
two different
like,
mindsets,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
two different. I don't even know her anymore.
Yeah.
But that's because it's like, yo, we all like make mistakes at a younger age, and that's why like we learn from those. We learn from those. I can't even talk. We learn from those mistakes, and then we fix them like on the way, like from like every year, like we fix them, and then we make sure that they never happen again. So like that's why like when like all of, like the past like dating like experiences that y'all had like with y'all past like boyfriends or girlfriends, like y'all had mistakes. Like y'all either didn't do this, y'all either didn't do that, and then like once like y'all get older, like and y'all get like new boyfriends and girlfriends, then y'all gonna know like which like direction not to take and which like direction to take, like the right direction, and then like you're gonna know like what wrong things that you should not do, like while y'all dating or hanging out or meeting the folks or cooking or cleaning or um I feel like just in general, like that's it. Because like I can't say because I never had my own personal dating experience, so I'm just like naming like the things that I see from observation and whatnot.
I don't know who she is. What does she do?
What she do?
What?
Don't judge me based off that you met.
Because she's not here anymore.
She's not.
This is who we're dealing with today. So
Address me as such. Address me as today.
Okay.
Would Joe say yesterday's price?
It's
Not today's price.
And I feel like also like we only knew Lori Harvey from the people that she was dating. Like we don't know like what she actually does like for work or like what's her lifestyle like or like what anything that she does because like I first found out about Lori Harvey like through like what like who she was dating. Like I knew that she was Steve Harvey's father because like they stayed at, but it was just like what else like does she do? Like okay, she's a father. I mean she's a daughter of Steve Harvey, but what does she do for work? Like what's her lifestyle like? Like you gotta know this. Like people like that. So, damn. And look, I would say like the first time that I met Tiana, no, that I saw Tiana Taylor was in that faded Kanye West. Wait, was it? It could have been before that. No, it was definitely no, it was definitely there. The faded music video. Yeah, that's seriously, she did her thing. Free.
Who she was 4 years ago. Who she was yesterday. Today.
Today.
Nah, that's real. I say don't have no regrets in life. Like,
live
I
your
feel
life,
like,
and you can't live
Yeah.
your life based on like what other people are gonna think, how other people are gonna feel. Because at the end of the day, it's you, it's your life.
Right.
So it's gonna make you happy. Like I never want to look back and be like, oh, wish I did, or oh,
Right.
why didn't I? Da da da. I'm gonna do it.
But that's what's dope about you, because I feel like people even come and do interviews, they come and do these kind of things and they sell it, but like you really live up to everything that you're saying. Like you have to do that, especially at your age. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't live with any regrets. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's probably some things that everybody feel like I could have handled this differently, or I could have
Yeah, you
but
know.
do I regret the experience? Do I regret the lesson? Do I regret?
Because
I don't regret
like
anything.
you learn so much in the process. So it's like I
Exactly.
wouldn't trade the knowledge I got for anything.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So like you gotta learn from those mistakes, those lessons, and like you just gotta the new like nigga or the new like female that's in your life that you find, like you gonna know like what mistakes to stay clear of, like sorry. Like you just gonna know, like, because that's why like we have like these life lessons, like to stay so that we could use them in the future like dating or the future like relationships and whatnot. Like seriously, we'll know what not to do, like in that new like scenario.
Exactly. And sometimes you need those like mistakes or whatever they want to call it. You need those mishaps to know what to do better in the future. We got to stop
Exactly.
living in what we could have done better, what we could have and move
Exactly.
forward and how we can become a better version of ourselves every single day, because time is not our friend. You don't get yesterday back, you don't get last month back, you don't get those years back. So
Yeah.
all you can do is move forward and prepare yourself for being a young adult and a woman and then a mom and a wife or whatever it is that you see yourself being. Now you have enough knowledge to be like, okay, I tried it this way. This
That
didn't work.
wasn't it.
Still don't regret it though. You know, we have deep conversations. So it's like, even when we talk, it's always from a perspective of woman to woman.
Yeah.
Not telling you what you should do, how you should do it, especially because we're two different ages. But it's
Yeah.
just like, yo,
But it's just like
The
sharing
game
that
is-
experience to me, and like, yo, this is what I went through, this is how
exactly
this played out.
is
so
a
like,
dirty
just so
game.
you know what's up.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I think that you are an amazing young woman, and you are dating and living on your terms as you should. You know, and continue to do that and have fun.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? It's like she's 25 right now, right? Like we're in August, and like this interview was taken like this month. So she's 25, and Michael B. Jordan was, let me see, Michael B. Jordan. 25, 35, yeah, 10 years apart, like not that old, like that. And so like it's just I feel like she's more of a female that likes like older men, like that. And she likes mature older men. Like she don't like people around her age or people like younger than her. Like she want people around her age. Like she did that's a year apart from me. Like seriously.
So I'm a cup of tea though, because you run too fast, might burn you. Okay.
And that's the truth.
No,
Sip with caution.
no, real. Like you wouldn't handle a cup of tea the way you would handle a bottle of water. Bottle
you're
of
not
water,
gonna
you
throw
run
that
it,
back.
you throwing it
Yeah.
back, you
You're
even
gonna-
playing with. Are you stupid? You know what I'm saying? Like you do, but with tea you walk slower.
Yeah, you're gonna pick
you're
it up
delicate.
delicately. Let me hold this
Exactly.
in a
You're gonna
nice
sip it.
china.
Exactly. That's me. It's just a cup of tea. Be gentle, be delicate with me, and that's what Iman is. Like he handles me with care, and not just like some bottle of water. You know.
I like that. I ain't no bottle of water.
You feel me?
That's a good one. I like that
Yeah,
one.
but it's also like, I think another thing that a lot of people miss, and I think it should work both ways, is that we should always be afraid of like losing one another. And I think that's further to my point of being a cup of tea. Whereas like if you sip too fast, you doing too much, you mishandling that cup of tea, you will get burned. You know what I'm saying? And not on some like disloyal type, just like it's gonna hurt
You're
you.
missing out on your blessings. Really,
Right,
'cause
exactly.
You're not handling it how you need to be handling it.
Yeah, you get a little pinch of hell. It's hot, right?
It burned, didn't it?
I'm done, son. Like that, but she right though, because it's like, yo, you found like this female, right? And then there might be like some dudes that are players. There might be some dudes that are just like hood niggas that just don't care. Like seriously, and they might treat you dirty. But like, it's like you gotta also act like you also gotta go like to the fact that like these females they like her niggas, but they gonna get hurt though. So like, what do you do about those females that like to get hurt by those niggas? Like that, son. It's like you like a hood nigga, right? But then that could go far like no that could go like I'm trying to say that could go like only so far like that could go like a limit so far, like it's not gonna go like beyond and above, like it could go so far and whatnot.
Okay, I told you. You
Told
should
you,
listen.
don't touch that.
Said sip with caution.
I told you.
Listen.
I told you.
Just listen.
But I think that should work all across the board when dating and business relationships, whatever friendships, whatever. Like we should all handle each other with caution and care and respect. So we do have some Bumble users to talk to. Well, Bumble guests.
Okay, cute.
A little quick question.
Give some tips and tricks.
Yo, pull up your Bumble profile because I got a question. Do you keep it a bean on your profile? Do you feel like it's the most authentic representation of you today? Do your interest badge match what you're into right now or what you were into 5 years ago? Is all of your photos? Oh, shit, baby.
Trina, tell us all about yourself and your dating experience this far. Also, why Bumble?
I'm a New York girl.
Period. Where you got from New York?
That ass on my mom's. I mean, wait. Yo, mad brick outside, B. Damn. That yeah, I'm done.
Are you Harlem? Okay, uptown. Where you from?
38 Clinics. And I think that had a complete influence on my dating experience because you know how it is in New York. It's like micro relationships, macro experiences. I live in California now, so here it's not as easy for you to kind of like see people, meet people. Like in New York, I met my dudes at the grocery store. The train, honey, every day. Like, how you doing? Like, what's good? The cars pull over, but out here it's like you're in the car by yourself for hours. It's like you feel very isolated. So that was a way to make the world feel smaller and closer to me. With that being said, when it comes to dating on an app like Bumble, it kind of like helps to fulfill that need in an easier way. I like Bumble because I make the decision versus feeling like somebody's like swiping through my pictures like, I don't like her. Right. I don't like her bikini. The boob's not big enough. You know what I'm saying? Like some.
I mean, like, Bumble, you still, niggas are still swiping right or left. Like, it's not a difference like that. But the only difference is that like when niggas swipe right on you, then he has to wait for the female to like make her choice and like text you first. Like that's why I hate that. That's what's so annoying about Bumble is that like you swipe right and then you have to wait until like they text you. And like that's the same thing for like Tinder and that's the same thing for I feel like for Hinge. Like you give them a rose, you give them a heart. Like you still gotta wait for that female to text you like that. It's not like y'all automatically match. Like it's just like you gotta wait. Like that's like that shit is annoying.
Something like that, and I'm just with me. I'm like, okay, I get to choose.
It's on your terms.
I like that. Yeah.
On your terms. Yeah. We just spoke about that earlier.
It's on your terms.
On your terms.
Always on my terms. Okay. Even when they think it's on theirs, it's always on my terms.
Period. All right.
I see. My bad. I see the they eat some beans, corn, and chicken, and like I think that look like macaroni salad or like potato salad or something like that. Y'all eating good like that, and that black goose and that shit good.
How do you prepare yourself for a first date? That's a good question. The last like
first date. Yeah.
To me, it's always about the journey. It's never about like the destination. So even when it's time for me to get ready for a date, it's more about me. Like it's the music playing, it's me dancing in the mirror, it's me like, oh girl, you fine at that.
You gotta start feeling yourself. You gotta hype yourself up.
You know what I'm saying? That's more so where it happens for me. But when I get there, I'm traditionally always myself. I'm not really a shy person. I don't cower. So I come in with a kind of a presence. So
that New York.
Yeah.
You demand the room.
Yeah.
As you should.
And it's like all 5'2" of me demands the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I see something I like, I kind of like, I'm on it. And then if I don't, I'm off it.
Yeah.
It's like just
Yeah.
an automatic, like, it's a hard stop.
I feel that like that, and like it's like me like I'm sometimes blunt, right? So if I like saw her like cause I have a Bumble account, like seriously, like I'll be there like not even like that often, like rarely. So if I had seen her, like I'll swipe right. And then like, cause she's like I don't want to discriminate on black females. Like I like white females, I like light skinned females, but I don't discriminate. Like if you have a nice like looking face and like you have yourself together and all that, like I'm not gonna swipe left on you. Like I'm gonna swipe right. Like that's it. So it's like yeah, okay. I was
To the earlier point, you dating on your own terms, and there's no rush. And like we talked about earlier, it should be no regrets neither. You know, don't start getting into your head thinking like, okay, well, this is not.
Yeah, and I feel like if a situation is no longer serving you, there's nothing wrong with leaving that situation.
Yeah.
Does that count if like you married and we going on a date? Does that count? Cause like when we go on dates, when me and my family do get to go on dates, I do the married thing. Like I want to look good because I never get to like.
It still
look
counts.
good.
It's just not your first date.
When you going someplace totally different that y'all never been before, that's your first date. You can look at it like that. This is your first time going to
I'm
places.
a comfort person. I would just want to go to Del Frisco's every single day. Don't take me nowhere new. I don't want to try octopus. I don't want to try nothing that I just.
You're not even gonna try like a little oyster?
No, absolutely not.
Charboiled?
Absolutely not. All right, what's your question?
Does dating get sexier with maturity?
Absolutely.
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 How so?
It's something different when you pull up on the scene and you actually know who you are because you're just way more comfortable. You don't feel like you have to shape depending on the room or the people that you're around. You're not afraid to really state your opinions about things. I think it's just way more easier. You're more comfortable with yourself and you can automatically like pick up on things like nonverbal communication way easier. And I think that one of the things with women and maturity, that's what you start to really like, oh, that voice, that's really my intuition. That's really me telling me to
This
like
is
listen
wrong.
to myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
I feel like you reached that point.
I think, you know.
Like, what is maturity? Like, no, for real. It's like
think
at
just,
what
like,
age?
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's all relative. I think it depends on where you're at. I think definitely
Exactly.
where I'm at now, it's definitely sexier.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm just more mature. I know what I want. You know, I'm in a different
I
headspace
think that the meter for maturity changes as you get older, right?
Yeah.
Because like when you look at yourself when you're like 35 and you're looking at your 25-year-old self, you're like, girl.
And yeah, that's what we were saying earlier.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what technically?
Because at 21,
exactly.
me looking back now, I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But then at 21, it's probably like, oh my gosh, she's so mature for her age.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I'm not physically, like, literally asking
Like
what is maturity,
number-wise?
but it's just like, when do you know? Because, like you said, at 25, you might feel like, I got it all. I'm very mature. I'm very,
Sure of myself.
Sure of myself for my age.
Yeah.
I'm ahead of my time.
Yeah.
And then, girl, you get in them 30s and you like,
But I
Let me say
know,
something,
like,
like, the 30s shake the table, baby.
Yeah, I
All
know,
that it's like somebody come through and just wipe your whole table clean.
yo, you got food on the table, son. Yo, Tiana, son. Like, why are you shaking the table, son? But like with maturity, I think that it's defined as like having your own like your own house, having like your own career, having like your own like your own car, like just like being having stability like in life. So, like that shows like how mature you are. Like you're not being lazy. You're not slouching and whatnot. Like seriously, like you're going about your business and you're being independent and like you know like what you want to do and whatnot. Like that's what maturity is. Like, but when like and like but she's trying to say like what age like do you see it? Like how do you know? No, I don't think she was asking like what age. I think she was just saying how do you know like when you reach like maturity. I think when you reach maturity is like when you become independent, when you have everything like settled for yourself and you're on like the right path and whatnot, then that's how you know you matured and whatnot.
clean. Like
That's what it's giving.
it really will shut it all the way down.
Yeah.
And everything that you think. The one thing I can say that doesn't change is your actual foundation. So whatever your foundation is and your core belief system, it always stays the same. Even if you decide not to listen to it, the goalpost for maturity changes as you develop. So as long as we're living, I think maturity is always a different goalpost.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I feel like it's never like a ending point. There's no such thing as like
it's forever
at
changing.
40 you'll be looking at your
because
30s
you're forever
like
changing. Like you're forever growing. You're forever evolving.
I'm with that.
You just want to find somebody you can grow and evolve with.
Were you ever in a relationship where you felt like you lost yourself? And if so, how did you get back to yourself?
Absolutely. I've been in one where I felt like well my first love, you know? And like meeting Iman reminded me of who I was, you know, like the things that he praised and adored was the thing, that was the reassurance, different things that I wanted from my ex. And I'm like, I am this, I am that. Like the person to just big you up and you get what I'm saying?
And just be comfortable with you being you.
Yeah, but sometimes you also, men aside, you gotta get back in your bag. And I feel like that's what we forget. We be so caught up in love and just trying to do everything right and boom, 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 and we really do forget who we are. But sometimes you gotta step back and be like, hold on, I'm still, okay?
I was about to say, like, are you sure that Iman wasn't just like a basketball player and he had money, son? Like, that's why. But I'm not. Tiana is not like no low down like Instagram model like Brittany Renner. So like, I'm not gonna say that about her. Like, seriously, like Tiana, like she knows like what she's all about and whatnot.
Sometimes you gotta look in that mirror and be like, yeah, I'm still that.
Yeah.
Further clarity. You know, I feel like it's taken me very, very far, and it's gotten me to like where I am today. To be able, I pray for balance, I pray for peace, I pray for genuine, real love, I pray for a husband, I pray for beautiful babies. You know what I'm saying? I prayed to never get hurt again. You know, I prayed to feel protected, and it's gotten me here. I'm happy.
I agree.
Is that cut? Because what else is there left to say? I mean, y'all got a spirituality. Y'all need to add an extra dot. Y'all need to add an extra dot, okay?
No, that's real though.
What about you, Lori?
Of course, especially like too being young and dating and trying to figure it out and like you're trying to find yourself at the same time. Like I think that was it for me. I think because I was young, I was still trying to figure out who I was and what do I like and what don't I like. But you also have this person in your ear and they're kind of like influencing things, so you kind of get confused. Like, okay, well, do I really like this or do I like it because you like it? You know. So I think in two having like I have like a great support system around me too, to like check me and be like, hey, like what you doing? You good? You need to shake out of it and maybe be like, okay, yeah, you're right, I'm tripping, I'm good regardless. And I think that was really like the point that I had to get to of like, you're good regardless. Well, however this shakes out, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
exactly.
So like I think once you know that, then you're like, oh, I'm straight.
I love that.
It is a little bit more tough your whole life being in front of the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's like you have a
light.
microscope on you.
So one more question before we go. What do you think dating you now is like versus when you were younger?
You want me to call somebody and have them answer
I mean, you got a strong personality, so I want to know. Like, I'm eager because you're actually very smart. Like, you're a strong woman. Like, I want to know. Like,
I think dating me now versus when I was younger, I'm a lot softer. Believe it or not. You know how it is.
I can believe that. Yeah.
Because I'm very close with my brother. I've always been feminine, but I had a masculine energy that I didn't understand how to.
Harlem period.
Yeah, I didn't understand how to really like embrace him, the him side of myself with her. I would think that being like resting in my femininity would equate to me being weak. And so what I know to be true now, as a grown woman, that's my superpower. Right. So I'm okay with go ahead and do all the things a man is supposed to do. You're supposed to do that. I'm gonna give you a little bit of not a damsel in distress, but I'll give you a little bit of she.
Right.
You know, and let your masculinity side, like put that on a pedestal and let that be the highlight. And I can say that's what the genuine difference is. Particularly, I'm speaking about black men have a lot of just onus on them and no one to really just uplift them. So I've learned to come with a more loving approach, a more empowering approach, and I can say that's what the biggest difference is.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel that. So, like, cause like it's like sometimes like these females try to bring you down, and then they want to like belittle you and like say that you're not really like doing anything right, and then like you gotta do better. But it's like with the whole empowerment and loving, it's like you making sure that like you have a back, and you making sure that like they there for you and whatnot. Cause like y'all build a relationship together. So like you gotta have each other's backs. You gotta have each other's like I'm trying to say love and like you just gotta make sure that you're there for that person. So, because like if that person's not there for you and like they just like either there for like your money or they just there like for like because they had like a bet or something like then that's not the right person for you, son. Like that's like you just gotta like stay focused on you and just like take your time and find the right person.
Period. What about you, girl? Well, you are your younger. You so Lori's so young child. I keep asking her all this.
She
What's the difference between when
reincarnated.
you?
Nah, Lori
when you-
reincarnated. She ain't young.
No, but I'm saying she's so mature for her age that I really be thinking she and her like you ain't even been on this earth that long for me to be asking you half the questions that I'm asking you. So it's like, in your younger self, I'm just like,
Yeah.
y'all relationship people.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's like I'm like you. I grew up with brothers, so
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I know how this is going down, and
like a
I'm gonna
Oh,
move
you beat him
accordingly.
to the punch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move
Yeah.
accordingly. And also, like, I almost got married very young, and so I think after that, it made me be like, okay, I felt like I hadn't really experienced anything. I didn't really know myself. I didn't really know what I liked, what I didn't like. I just feel like I hadn't really experienced life. So I think at that point, then I was like, okay, I'm about to, like I said, just date on my terms. And like, however I want to move, whatever I want to do, I'm going to do it. And if it's no longer serving me, I'm going to move on.
I mean that's what it was.
Right. So like I feel like even like with these like reality shows like Married at First Sight or Married at a Young Age or Married with Medicine, like them shows like on Bravo and whatnot. It's like, yo, are you certain like they were ready like when they decided like they were ready for marriage and whatnot? And I remember not too no, it was like a long time ago. It was like maybe I was like around 13 or 14 and I was watching Married it was called Married at a Young Age or something. No, and it was on that channel Oxygen, and I was watching it with my brother, and it was like these two interracial people the girl was black and the guy that she was marrying was white, and their parents like came to the altar, and then like the parents like they were against it, like seriously, because like they saw that their kids were way too young, and like they knew like for a certain that they weren't like ready, like because it's like and no, it wasn't like they weren't ready. It was just that like they were still too young. Like they still had their life like ahead of them. So it's like watching like that show like it like it's like make sure like before you like you like cause like marriage is like a whole contract like I'm that's what I'm trying to marriage is like a whole contract where like you're gonna have to stick with that person like till death do you part. Like you could do divorce. You could sign a prenup like against their wishes and whatnot, but it's like it's still forever. So it's like you gotta make sure like for like 110% that you're really ready. Because if you're not, son, then like what was like the whole like eloping or what was the whole like getting all these guests like in an altar and like saying I do like in front of each other. Like I know y'all didn't just do it for the gifts, like that's like seriously because it's like that's a lot of money that you're putting in and you're also putting a lot of like effort too because you're about to spend the your eternity with that person. So it's like, how about you just give it time, like date the person for like about like a couple of years and see how it goes. If it goes good, like if it passes the 10-year mark, because that's what I always say. I say like, do what like that show like Martin did, where Gina she waited 10 years and then she saw how Martin still wasn't ready, like for marriage, and so she left. Like no, she didn't leave the nigga. But she did like a test. Like she left to New York and she saw like how Martin like ran after her and like he did like the whole like romantic gesture and that's how like Jack, I feel it's not like Gina won like in that argument, but it's just like she was trying to test like how much love that Martin has for her. So when Martin did that, then like she knew, and then she was like Martin's the right man like that she gonna spend like her life forever with. Like seriously, alright. So this was Lori Harvey spills how she's grown through dating. Bubble presents Love to See It with Tiana Taylor. And I just want to also say, let me know in the comment section we got to start. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, share to all social media platforms, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell for future videos. And it's your boy P Digital 21 signing off, and we're Peace again.
Do you slide on, slide on, slide on, try on, try on, try on, put some slide whatever comes, do you slide on, slide on, slide on, try on, try on, try on, put some spotlight on face, put the spotlight on face. Bitches, we keep on coming while we running for your juice. Steady gunning, keep on